Hello everyone, Delight here. This video is a little late this week. I've been working on a few things, but anyway, I wanted to talk today about struggling. I've been struggling a little bit with feeling kind of guilty and kind of bad, mostly because I have been holding, I don't know what it is, maybe a grudge or something, I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you know what? It's okay. You can feel that way. You can be a little bit angry and feel a little bit guilty for different reasons. My biggest reason seems to be dealing with people who are ingenuine. It's really hard to deal with people when they're not being their real selves, like as if they were hiding something from you. And I know this because I used to do it. And now that I'm seeing what it does, I'm realizing how I understand now why people treated me the way that they did at the time. Because it's really difficult to like somebody or to trust them when they're not being their true selves. And it's really hard to get past that. And see them, well, you can't see them for who they are, that's the whole problem. But to accept their mask when you know that's what it is. When you are just kind of going through the motions yourself, you don't really notice other people's masks. But when you take yours off, you see them all. And it's really hard to get past it, especially when the person has a very strong mask, when they don't want to take it off at all, and you can't get to know the real person, especially when you have been completely honest with that person and very open, and they are not reciprocal with that openness. I don't know, it kind of feels like fake, and you can see the fakeness, and it's hard to see anything but that. And that's what I'm struggling with. I'm having a hard time getting past it. And I'm being patient with myself, or trying to anyway. But it's a hard situation, and all that we can be, really, is just patient with ourselves and trust that we have the strength to move past it, and just keep working on identifying our issues and moving forward with them one by one. Don't beat yourself up over it. I don't beat myself up over it. But it's nice to be able to release it and let somebody know that, there is a way to cope with it. I mean, I actually read an email this morning. I get a lot of different emails from different inspirational web pages and things like that. But I had one this morning that came into my inbox exactly about trying to control people and letting them be who they are. And I needed that this morning. I needed to see that email. No matter how hard it is, when we're changing ourselves, we will see the things that we're changing in other people. And we'll see exactly what they need to do to fix their lives, but they don't want to, and we can't push them. as much as we want to. We can't control them, because that just makes us a bad person. Not really a bad person, but not the person that we want to be. And all we can do is have patience with those people. As frustrating as it is, we just have to kind of step back and let them be who they are. And there's so many different ways to deal with this. I mean, some of these people that I'm talking about, I don't really want them in my life anymore. And so I'm taking major steps back from them to, make a distance between us. And some of them I see quite often, and so it's harder to deal with. And it's not necessarily that I want all of them out of my life. It's just that in the fragile state that I'm in right now, because I'm only half a year into this journey of mine, I can't really deal with them and myself at the same time. So it just gets a little frustrating. And I'm working very hard on not allowing those feelings to cause conflict in my life. I just see it as it is, let it flow, let the feelings flow through me. And it's just a constant struggle. It really is. But I don't let it get to me. I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me off track. I just keep pushing forward. I just keep going. And sometimes, I get a little bit quiet with these people and I don't really talk to them much. It's just because I have to deal with the things in my own head. I can't deal with them too. And if people can't understand that, then they are not an important part of your life. They can move on. You can move on. Don't ever sacrifice what you're doing for somebody else. If they can't love you for who you are and see that you are struggling and deal with that, then they're not worth your time. Just move on. Family, friends, it doesn't matter who they are. If they need you to be the person that you were, they are not important in your life. And it's a hard decision to make. It's a hard determination to make. But you're the most important person in your life. You're the one who's going to be there for you always. So don't sacrifice yourself for somebody else. Don't sacrifice your sanity, your stability, your happiness for the love of somebody else when you already have yours, or you're working towards having yours. Yours is the most important. I just thought I would share this. I'm sure I am not the only one who has been struggling with this or has struggled with this, but let me know in the comments if you are struggling or have had this issue. But there are good people. There are so many good people in my life right now. My husband has been amazing, and recently, a little over a year ago, I was able to reconnect with my father, and I have to say, he is my inspiration every day. He is such an amazing, happy, positive person. I am happy that I have part of his genetics, and I work very hard to be as much like him as I can. So in the midst of all of this chaos, find those people. Find them and keep them close. All right, guys, have a good journey. Bye-bye.